afternoon. Happy tax day, everyone. This is the market update for buy sell short for Tuesday, April 15th. Now, we're looking at the Dow daily chart. And just looking at this chart, you would think this market is just rocking and rolling. What a great bounce. What a great market. Big bounce off the uptrend line. RSI bouncing. We've got MACD moving out of negative territory. We've got stochastics in the basement, and the last 2 days have been essentially hold stocks you really like and walk away. It's just been that kind of market. An absolute rout in stocks today. Again, the biotech stocks leading the way, and there was some serious selling across the board in biotech land today, especially the mid and small cap funds. And I had remarked in the chat room that the action we were seeing look very much like a fund or two biotech funds throwing in the towel and liquidating. Just the kind of no bid, any kind of volume hits, dumps, and the only kind of morons that sell like that are hedge funds that buy highs and sell lows. And you know, the positive thing is that when we see action kind of like what we saw today, especially in biotech stocks, it usually marks or indicates we're pretty close to a bottom, at least in the near term. And after pushing us red on the market, we rocketed back up and tremendous strength, a lot of bounces across the board. You can see that on the 15-minute chart, bounced all the way up to that downtrend line on this bullish falling wedge and looking good going into tomorrow. Now, we've got Chinese GDP data going to be released later tonight, and one of the reasons they've used to attack stocks is weakness in the Chinese economy. So if we get a decent number from the Chinese tonight, we could have an excuse for them to bend these bears over, these bear market tools that are out on Twitter saying, oh, that's a bear market now, even though we're only 2% from all-time highs. And, you know, a lot of rookies in this market. You know, most traders who've entered this market over the last 4 to 5 years have no freaking idea what a bear market really is. And they're used to stocks just going up over and over and over, all dips being bought. And when it doesn't happen, they run like chickens with their heads cut off. And then the cycle repeats. But, you know, that number tonight could be used as an excuse to bounce us over the next couple of weeks. You're going to have a lot of traders taking off for an extended Easter weekend. Market is closed on Friday, and on holiday shortened weeks, the action tends to be to the upside. So let's, fingers crossed, let's see what happens tomorrow. Dow Transports, big bounce off the uptrend line there as well. We've got RSI peaking back up above 50. Extreme negative MACD coupled with stochastics under 20 is usually a recipe for a pretty big bounce back in the Dow Transports. Now, the Russell absolutely decimated, and this candle that you see here on the Russell today, we touched the 200-day moving average, broke below it briefly, triggered a lot of sell programs, and then swoosh, back up we went. So let's see if this test tomorrow can, you know, we're, what, 50 points or so from the 20-day exponential, and as you can see, the Russell always loves to bounce back to this 20-day. Look what happened back in February. We extended almost the same distance away from the 20-day, and then over the course of a few days rallied back hard. So we've been hand-sitting for the most part over the last few days with select plays. We're going to go into one of our monster plays right up. So it's one of those markets you got to either sit on the sidelines, hold the stocks you really like, and wait for things to get better. This kind of market where we could jump into a stock and 5 minutes later the floor could fall out on the market is not conducive to most newbie traders. Even experienced traders can have some difficulty in a market like this. It's the reason why I usually pull back on email plays, but we had a monster one yesterday. WaveX. How about them apples? 100% gain in 1 day from the email alert I sent out yesterday. As I mentioned, Heartbleed virus play sent out the email regarding how WaveX was involved with wireless security, and lo and behold, we get a wireless security press release from WaveX this morning, and no one wanted to buy this stock yesterday, really. But today, they had no problem chasing it at $1.95. But, you know, monster play, 2-day play. This is our second. Last week we had GCVRZ 90% move. Today we had WaveX 100% move. In a bad market such as the one we're dealing with, you can't ask for anything more than that. And you know, one of the things about this market, momentum plays, sympathy plays really haven't been working. I mean, any other market, INVE, which is actually a better play on the Heartbleed security flaw, did nothing. It actually ended up dropping while WaveX doubled. A lot of the momentum money got scared out of the market over the last couple of days, but that bounce back we saw today could bring them back in tomorrow. Quick mention on DEJ. This one was at 30 cents yesterday, 30 cents pre-market today. We had some selling in the market. You know, the girly men traders ran for the hills. Down we went. Snapback move. We got big investor update Thursday during market hours. You do not do a negative investor update during market hours. You do it after hours, especially on a long weekend. You don't do it during the market. I'm anticipating good news from this stock, and we should see it really start to take off tomorrow. Breakout 30 sets it free for a move to 40 cents. One quick update, PTN, of course, fell victim to the biotech slam down that we saw today, but it actually recovered nicely and closed right at the uptrend line. We've got an extreme negative MACD now on this chart. Wouldn't it be great if we got that partnership news tomorrow morning so that these sellers can just choke on their silliness today and we get a double out of this one? That would rock. Mad Cats. You know, no news out of the company on Amazon or Apple, but those press releases are pending. It continues to bounce around, holding above the 55 cent area on a closing basis. So, you know, we still have rock solid support at 50 cents. It's just a matter of waiting for a press release and the market turning back to positive, and we'll have traders rushing back into plays like this. So going into tomorrow, DEJ should be a very nice mover for us. We've only got a day left into that conference. Ukraine is continuing to heat up, and that is only going to pressure oil prices to the upside, which should also help companies like DEJ. So that's it for the video, guys. Have an awesome evening. Any questions on any plays you're sitting on, just shoot me an email or ask me in the chat room. Otherwise, see you all in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.